Hello, good morning, happy Monday, and welcome back to another self-taught Japanese in Rosetta Stone 3. I'm Spike, and I got the program working. It's finally working from one week to the next without it breaking down in the weekend. Um, I'm mildly surprised and a little taken aback. So, here we are, back again in Rosetta Stone 3, documenting my progress of learning Japanese. Today, we're going to start the core lesson for Unit 3, Work and School, an introduction, Lesson 1. But first, as promised, we go back to the original unit and the milestone. As we can see, and as promised, I did finally manage to get that one phrase that I tripped up over in the previous video for this milestone, where I discussed that I don't think the milestone was actually too useful on this one. Yes, it forced conversational Japanese, but that's only good if you've been taught the conversational Japanese to be tested against when it comes to the milestone. And there were 2, 3 words in there that were the answer for 2 or 3 slide phrases that had not been explicitly taught in prior modules before that point, which made those two pretty much impossible to answer firsthand to get 100%. So after the fourth, I think it was, in that milestone video, excuse me, headset's terrible for auto shutdown. Um, it's where was I? Yeah, after the fourth time round of doing that video, fourth repetition, I just said, nope, I'm going to get as high a score as I can and then come back and 100% it. That's what I've done. I've 100%ed it. That is now complete and finished. So now we're on to the Unit 3 Work and School section. Core lesson, Unit 3, Lesson 1. So it's going to take most of the things that we've learnt so far and hopefully put them into this core lesson. But I assume we're going to be learning I'm going to be learning a lot of new material in this 30-minute core lesson that I probably haven't encountered before. So this might be a long one. But without further ado, let's do all the important stuff first. Appreciation for everyone who's come to watch the live stream and then who also goes and watches it at YouTube. I very much appreciate support. Thank you very much for helping my channel and supporting me. For those who are new or if you haven't done so yet, please like, follow, share and subscribe to twitch.tv/crunk7up and youtube.com/xofficina. You can hit the subscribe button, join, follow, click that bell, and then turn notifications off if you so wish. Everything's for free. I'm doing this just for my own enjoyment, my own fun. If anything that I say or do here is of entertainment value or is part of this content that's actually informative and can help you learn about the Japanese language and learn as I am, and at this same casual speed that I'm going through, then I'm all for it. And I hope that you can take something educational away from these videos. But yes, like, follow, share, and subscribe to both channels. It would really, 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 really mean the world to me and show some great love and respect and support to me and my channel. And I hope I can do the same back to you, the lovely audience, who are sat watching, listening, etc., and hopefully getting something out of these videos. Entertainment wise, obviously, it's when I end up having flare ups and getting really annoyed at the problems with the program, or just annoyed at myself that I'm getting it wrong and that I just need to do better. So, I'm trying to keep it authentic and real over here. That's why you won't see my videos being edited. They are as they are. I think there's a bit of authenticity and a bit of um, normality that's been lost with when it comes to YouTube videos. Everyone is trying to push out a perfect product and it's losing the human side. Well, I am human and I am doing human things and I'm recording human things, so I'm going to present it as humanly as possible, which I think I'm doing. And I'm hoping that those who see my content, whether it's this, whether it's the gaming stuff, whether it's the music stuff, or anything else that I decide to do moving forward, you'll see the human quality. You'll see the authentic quality. And that's just it. I think that's what the internet needs more of. Anyway, let's crack on. As always, I've got my alphabetized numbers here at the top, and then the tenses along the bottom. We've got the alphabetized hiragana kanji alphabet. So I've got my resources beside me to hopefully give this a go. So without further ado, let's crack on and get into it, shall we? I've already set the microphone up today.
男の子たちは遊んでいます。
The boys are playing, or there are boys playing.
男の人は働いています。
I'm guessing that means that the man's working.
女の子は遊んでいます。
Singular female girl is playing.
女の人たちは働いています。
Okay, so hataraite must mean they're working. That's pretty cool. So, 女の人たちは働いています。男の子たちは遊んでいます。男の人は働いています。And 女の子は遊んでいます。Fantastic. Good start.
学校、
学校、
学校、病院、
病院、
病院、レストラン、
レストラン、
レストラン、公園、
公園。
公園、
So I'm going to assume that gaku is classroom. Byuin is hospital, by the looks of it. Looks like a hospital hallway. Restaurant is restaurant, quite clearly. And koen, we already know, is a park. Let's go slide
こ
through.
の女の人たちはレストランで働いています。
They're clearly working in the restaurant.
この男の人たちは公園で働いています。
There are men who are working in the park.
この医者は病院で働いています。
So, 病院で働いています. They work in the hospital. So
こ
my
の先
assumption was
生は
correct.
学校で働いています。
Yep. この先生は学校で働いています. So, 学 must be classroom or school. And sensei we know is teacher. So, この医者は病院で働いています。この女の人たちはレストランで働いています。この先生は学校で働いています。この男のたちは公園で働いています。Nice. I think we got those pretty down.
僕は公園で遊んでいます。
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 私は学校で遊んでいます。
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 遊んでいます。
私は病院で働いています。
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 私は学校で働いています。
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 What can I say? This seems like quite an easy way to introduce yourself to a new unit. And I am actually preferring this, where it's giving us some new stuff, but immediately getting me to speak it back, so I get the pronunciation down straight away.
僕は公園で遊んでいます。
私は学校で遊んでいます。
私は病院で働いています。
私は学校で働いています。
Cool. I did get them. Just making sure though.
彼女は外で走っています。
Oh, well, she's running.
彼は屋内で走っています。
And he's running.
家族は家の中で夕ご飯を食べています。
His family's sitting down to eat a meal.
男の人と女の人は外でサンドイッチを食べています。
And they're sat outside eating a sandwich. Cool. So, 家族は家の中で夕ご飯を食べています。彼ら屋内で走っています。彼女は外で走っています。And finally, 男の人と女の人とは外でサンドイッチを食べています。Nice. This one, so the family sat down to eat a meal. You go, Han. I do need to find a couple of these though to figure out some of these new words. So you go, Han in Japanese is dinner or supper. Yeah, okay. So the family are sat down. Ie no naka de is sat down for dinner to eat dinner. There was a family sat down to eat dinner. Need to just double check that is also what I thought it was. And it helps if I spell it right. Okunai is indoors. Ah, yes. So he is running indoors. She is running. Soto is outside. Otoko no shito to ona no shito wa. So the lady and the man and the lady are outside eating a sandwich. There we go. He is running inside, she is running outside, and the family is sat down to eat dinner. That's what these slides are. So again, we're starting the core lesson here for Unit 3, and it's given us these repeat what I say slides. And it's already given us new stuff. This is Kazoku is part of the form of Gakakuzu. What was it? Go Kazoku. That's the one. In the milestone that it gave us as a new word before coming into this. And I think this is where the new material for family is supposed to reside, because we hadn't encountered this word in Unit 2. But at least it's utilizing some of the new stuff with the old stuff in the way it's asking us for these sentences. We've got some of the simpler stuff. We've got some items that we've encountered before with the adjective and the verb and the noun pronoun stuff. It's just asking us to apply again some newer settings like ie no naka de and then the dinner for this slide, for this pictorial. But it's easy to relate, which is why I had an assumption in the previous two slides as to what they were and why I've been able to get these correct without any repeats so far. So we'll go to slide 6 and see what new thing it's going to chuck out at me.
この女の人たちは屋内で働いています。
So let's listen to that again.
この女の人たちは屋内で働いています。
There we go.
この女の人は外で働いています。
So they're working inside, she's working outside.
この男の人たちは外で働いています。
They're working outside
この男の人は屋内で働いています。
and inside. So we have two new words here. What I'm going to write down here is okunai, and soto. Soto is outside, outdoors. So excuse me while I just write down this note. And that is, and okunai is inside or indoors. And then we also want hatarite is to work, working. I'm going to put Sunday is to play, playing. What else did I need to remember? Anyway, この女の人たちは屋内で働いています。この男の人たちは外で働いています。この女の人 Oh wow, that's so hard. この女の人は外で働いています. Gotta slow myself down. この男の人は屋内で働いています. There we go. I can pronounce stuff. It's hard not to rush when you can read it fast enough. But you can't speak it fast enough. Oh, the joys of learning a new language. Okay, slide 7.
朝、昼、夕方、夜。
Oh, okay. So does this mean 9 o'clock? Is it supposed to mean whether it's daytime or nighttime? So you're asa,
朝、
hiru,
昼、
you just put them
夕
in order.
方、
Okay. And yoru.
夜。
So what's this? Morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime? Let's check. Let's do a double check. Just to get that peace of mind. Let's see how close we are. Us is. I think we might have done it. I might have got it here. That could well need rewriting at some point. And I know that that's going to need rewriting at some point. So we're going to put Japanese grammar. Japanese grammar. And tense. Excuse me while I just write these down. Then I know that I'm going to have space for them when it comes to it. So, asa, hiru, yugata, and yoru. So, yeah, what do we reckon? It's morning, afternoon, morning, afternoon, evening, and nighttime. Let's do a double check and have a look. So asa translates to the morning. I've got a feeling I'm not going to be too far off. Hiru is noon or midday. Noon, midday or daytime. So yugata must be either afternoon or evening. Yugata. It's evening or dusk. So yoru must mean nighttime. Yeah, night. Yeah, sweet. So I did get it right. My assumption was correct. That's fantastic.
朝です。
Asa des.
朝
Get
で
the
す。
pronunciation now.
昼です。
Hiru des. Nice.
昼です。夕方です。
Yugata des. At least he's picking it
Yugata
up as
desu.
well. That's good.
夜です。
Yoru des.
夜です。
Fantastic. I mean, now that we know, it's kind of explanatory, self-explanatory, right?
男の子たちはご飯を食べています。夕方です。 家族は夕ご飯を食べています。
Okay.
朝です。子供たちは朝ごはんを食べています。
Uh-huh.
昼です。男の人たちは昼ごはんを食べています。
Uh-huh. Okay, so we got so the boys are eating. They start eating and drinking at the table. So then we've got it's the morning. Kids are eating breakfast. I mean, asagohan must mean breakfast, right? Because it's morning food. I'm pretty sure gohan is food and tabate is to eat that food. So tabate asagohan is it's got to be to eat the morning food. So then we've got asa desu kodomo tachi wa asagohan o tabete imasu. Then we got hiru desu otoko no shita tachi wa hiru gohan o tabete imasu. That's to eat the lunch or midday food. And then obviously we've got it's the evening. The family is eating dinner or eating night food. And it's kind of the literal translation right there. But now we know that we can use the time plus gohan to mean breakfast, dinner time, lunchtime, etc. It's pretty good. Let's go to slide 10.
彼女は屋内で昼ご飯を食べています。
Woo, 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 woo. Say it again.
彼女は屋内で昼ご飯を食べています。家族は家の中で朝ごはんを食べています。家族は家の中で朝ごはんを食べています。彼女は外で昼ごはんを食べています。家族は外で朝ごはんを食べています。
So there we go. We're looking for the inside and the outside in that statement. So, 彼女は屋内で昼ご飯を食べています。She is inside eating lunch. The family is outside eating breakfast. The family is inside eating breakfast. And she is outside eating lunch. I'm sure, yeah, it's eating day food. It's like contextually, it makes so much sense that their word for lunchtime, is literally the time of day, and then the word for food, lunch food, dinner, breakfast food, or morning food. Yeah, I like Japanese for this. It seems so much more intuitive once you figure it out. Of course, this is still elementary, basic Japanese. I'm sure that natives use slightly more modernistic and cultured language, whether it's the polite or impolite plain Japanese. And I'm sure it's also condensed. They've probably shorthanded a lot of this. So this is more towards the polite, proper format in simple grammar, kid grammar, but at the same time, the necessary basis to learn the language. So, yeah, 彼女は屋内で昼ご飯を食べています。家族は外で朝ごはんを食べています。家族は家の中で朝ごはんを食べています。And 彼女は外で昼ご飯を食べています。Let's go to slide 11. Fantastic.
私たちは家の中で朝ごはんを食べています。
私たちは外で夕ごはんを食べています。
私たちは外で朝ごはんを食べています。
私たちは家の中で夕ご飯を食べています。
私たちは家の中で夕ごはんを食べています。
That's cool. One thing I like about these is when it asks you for full-on vocal back and you're only just working out the answer, it's usually one of these with one thing changed. So we were looking for, they are sat down inside, wa ie no naka de, and we're using watashi tachi here as the form because they're all speaking from themselves about the situation. And we've already got asagohan here and here, so it must be yugohan here and here. So we're taking the watashi tachi wa ie no naka de, and then the second section, the yugohan or tabeteimasu, to get this answer. Which again makes sense because it's the teaching by association at the moment. Association to then repetition. Let's go slide 12.
彼は働きます。
Ooh, that's dusk, isn't it? It's going to be Hiru. It's not, it's the morning. Oh yeah, because idiot here didn't see the clock. Didn't see the clock in the corner in the bottom left. What an
彼
idiot.
は
I'm an
朝
idiot.
働きます。彼は働きます。彼は夜働きます。彼らは
Now I've seen it, I know.
昼遊びます。彼女はテレビを見ます。彼女は夕方テレビを見ます。
So, 彼は朝働きます。Oh, 働きます。Is that right?
彼は朝働きます。
働きます。彼は朝働きます。彼は夜働きます。彼らは昼を遊びます。彼女は夕方テレビを見ます。見ます。Okay, so he was hatarakimasu. That's got to be working, right? Working this morning. Hatarakimasu. Yes, to work. So he is working this morning. He is working this afternoon or tonight. He is working at night. They are playing. So they are playing this lunchtime this afternoon, and she's watching telly this evening. Yeah, I'd say it's about right? I'm sure. Let's stick in that last one just to give it a, just make sure that Andrew wa yugata terebi o mimasu. No, that's not what that means whatsoever. That does not mean that at all. So maybe it's because of that. Maybe. Let's find out, eh? Let's go to the next slide.
どこで働いていますか？
Are
私
you
は
working?
で働いています。
Yes, I am working in the
私は
park.
公園で働いています。私は
病院で働いています。
私
I
は
work at the
病
hospital.
院で働いています。
私はで働いています。
学校。
私は学校で働いています。
Works in a school.
私は
And
で働
works in a restaurant.
私は
So,
レストランで働いています。
The question, どこで働いていますか is where do you work? Then we've got the answers. 私は公園で働いています。I work in a park. 私は病院で働いています。I work in a hospital. 私は学校で働いています。I work in a school. And watashi wa restaurant de hataraite imasu. I work in a restaurant. Nice.
いつ働いていますか？
What time do you work? Or what time do you start work? So this that's in the morning, isn't it?
私は朝働いています。
いつ働いていますか？
And here's watashi wa hiru hataraite imasu.
私は
Starts in the
昼
afternoon.
働いていま
He's
す。
working in the afternoon. And then this guy, well, he must be itsu hataraite
い
imasu
つ
ka?
働いていますか？
And then he's at night. Watashi wa
私は
yoru
夜
hataraite
働いて
imasu.
います。
Fantastic. Yeah, what time do you work? Start work. I start work in the morning. Or I work in the morning. What time do you work? I work in the afternoon. What time do you work? I work in the evening. Or at night. Let's go to number
私
15.
は靴を履いています。
Watashi wa kutsu o haite imasu. Yeah.
私は靴を履いています。私のお父さんはスーツを着ています。
Watashi no otou-san wa sutsu o kite imasu.
私のお父さんはスーツを着ています。
Nice.
私の弟はネクタイをしています。
Watashi no ototo wa necktie o shite imasu.
私の弟はネクタイをしています。男の人たちはネクタイをしています。
Otoko no hito tachi wa necktie o shite imasu.
男の人たちはネクタイをしています。
So I am wearing shoes. Me and my husband or Tor-san? Or is that brother? I can't remember. Oh no. I should know this. Oh, Tor-san. I'm sure that's no, it's dad. So me and my dad. No, my dad is wearing a suit. There we go. I'm an idiot. And my brother is wearing a necktie. Yeah, so my dad is wearing a suit and my brother is wearing a necktie, and the men are wearing a necktie because it changes form. See, otokonos totachi is men plural. Let's get to just under the
靴
halfway
と
point.
靴下を履いています。
スーツは着ていますが、ネクタイはしていません。
Because he's not wearing a necktie.
スーツを着てネクタイをしています。
靴は履いていますが、靴下は履いていません。
So, wearing socks and shoes, wearing socks but not wearing, wearing shoes but wearing no socks, wearing a suit and wearing a tie, wearing a suit but wearing no tie. I'm wearing a suit but not wearing a tie. I'm wearing shoes and socks. I'm wearing shoes but I'm wearing no socks, etc.
女の子は本を持って読んでいます。女の子は本を持って読んでいます。
Yes.
女の子は本を持っていますが読んでいません。彼は卵を持って食べています。彼は卵を持っていますが食べていません。
Okay, kare wa tamago wa motte imasu ga tabete imasen. I'm holding the egg, not eating it. Onna no ko wa hon no motte yonde imasu. The little girl is reading a book outside. Is it? What? Why am I not so sure about that sentence translation? Onanako, nako, mahon, omot, yondemasu. Oh, for God's sake, spelling mistakes. Stop being an evil bitch. The girl is holding a book and reading. There we go. So, he is holding an egg and not eating it. She is holding a book and reading it. She is holding a book but not reading it. He is holding an egg and eating it. There we go. That's those
私
sentences.
の兄弟です。
Now I need to figure out what that is, because my brain's a sieve all of a sudden. Why is my brain all of a sudden a bloody sieve? Cute. I should know these. I've done these. Yeah, what to say?
私
These are
の
my brothers.
弟です。
This is my brother.
私の妹です。
This is my sister.
私の
And
姉妹です。
these are my sisters. There we go. So yeah, this is my sister. These are my brothers. Or these are my siblings. This is my brother. And these are my sisters. So, watashi no imoto desu. Watashi no kyodai desu. Watashi no ototo desu. Watashi no shimai desu. Now we're over the halfway point. It's slide 19, boys and
靴
girls.
下。靴を履いています。
First mistake. Slide 19.
靴下。
Top.
靴下と靴を履いていますか？靴下は履いています。靴は履いていません。
There we go.
靴下は履いていますが、靴は履いていません。兄弟がいますか？
はい。僕は弟が2人。妹が。はい。僕は弟が2人と妹が2人います。コートと帽子を持っていますか？
コートは持っています。帽子は持っていません。コートは持っていますが、帽子は持っていま
Definitely
せ
getting
ん。
more complicated. So, are you wearing your socks and shoes? And yeah, I'm wearing my socks, but I'm not wearing my shoes. And kyodai ga imasu ka? Yes, my brother is French and my sister is French. Well, surely they'd both be French. You're all French. Koto de to bushi o mottemasu ka? So, are you wearing a hat and coat? I am wearing a coat. I'm not wearing a hat. Koto wa mottemasu ka? Imasu ga? Imasu ga? Boshi wa motte imasen. Not a bad slide. A little bit confusing on the grammar because of the dead stop and how it's the context isn't translated in English how we'd expect it to be said in English. So it is slightly short form, but that's because the context makes up for the grammar in Japanese by quite some margin, it seems. Or at least that's what I'm learning. Cool. Let's go to slide 20.
でコーヒーを飲みますか？
Yeah, it's got to
ど
be
こ
Doco,
で
isn't it?
コーヒーを飲みますか？私はカフェでコーヒーを飲みます。
いつコーヒーを飲みますか？
私は朝コーヒーを飲みます。
コー
Oh, come on. You're asking a question again and you change it to itsu. Why? I want to
ど
go
こ
from
でコー
doku to
ヒーを
itsu.
飲みますか？
私はカフェでコーヒーを飲みます。
いつコーヒーを飲みますか？
私はコーヒーを飲む。
Hmm.
私は朝コーヒーを飲みます。
This one's itsu as
い
well.
つコーヒーを飲みますか？
私はコーヒーを飲みます。私は夕方コーヒーを飲みます。
Ah, okay. So, Doko, where do you get your coffee? Is that correct? Where do you get your coffee in the morning? Or where do you usually get your coffee? Watashi wa cafe de kohi o nomimasu. I get my coffee from the coffee shop, I assume, or from the cafe. And then, itsu kohi o nomimasu ka? What time do you get your coffee? Watashi wa asa kohi o nomimasu. I get my coffee in the morning. What time do you get your coffee? Itsu kohi o nomimasu ka? Watakushi wa yugata kohi o nomimasu. I have my coffee in the evening. At least that's my extrapolation of translation at the moment. It's probably not far wrong, but it's probably also not 100% correct. So shall we check? Let's have a look, see. So let's do that first phrase. Doko de kohi o nomimasu ka? Where do you drink coffee? Where do you drink coffee? So that's where do you drink coffee? That's when do you drink coffee? Okay, so doko de kohi o nomimasu ka is where do you buy coffee? And I buy coffee from the cafe. Itsu kohi o nomimasu ka, so we'll change the itsu to when. Mm, yeah. So itsu is when do you drink coffee, and I drink coffee in the morning. When do you drink coffee? I drink coffee in the evening. Okay, I'm comfortable enough that I was close enough.
彼は寝る前に読みます。
Oh, what? What? He is. Doing
彼女
something
は
by
昼
himself.
ご飯
I'm
の後
sorry.
に読みま
This
す。彼
again.
女は昼ご飯の後に読みます。
So
彼
stop with that
は
one.
寝る前に
We
読み
know.
ま
We
す。
now know that one was that one. No, it was him. Oh bollocks! I've done it
彼ら
again.
は夕ご飯
Ah,
彼らは夕ご
not paying
飯の
attention
後
now
に
because I'm
コーヒーを
annoyed.
飲みます。
Give me this program needs to give you an
彼
introduction
女
to
は
these new
昼
words.
ご飯の
We know,
彼女
oh,
は
for
昼ご
fuck's
飯の
sake!
後
Come
に
on,
彼女は昼ご
you.
彼は寝る前に
We know that's you.
彼は仕事の前にコーヒーを飲みます。
Okay, so that's you,
彼らは夕ご飯
and that's you. Okay, right. Sorry for whizzing through that on the selection, but that's to figure out why these are different. So, 彼女は昼ご飯の後のに読みます. It's because she's eating lunch outside on a bench, right? But there's no mention of the bench, there's no mention she's sat down, and there's no mention she's outside. So the only thing you get out of that is 彼女は昼ご飯 and then 読みます. It's the same with this one. 彼は寝る前に読みます. And what point in that sentence have we learned that any of that means that he's in bed reading a book? It's that's a little bit tough, isn't it? So let's have a look. See, let's delete some of this stuff out and find out. Karewa shigoto. I want to find out what that is. Shigoto no mai ni, because he's drinking coffee. Just call he o nomimasu. He drinks coffee before work. There we go. So he drinks coffee before work. So what does he read before work? Let's find out. So we're going to change nomimas to yonimas. Yomimas, thank you. And we are putting in ni. It's so little. It's so less. Karebaneru. Ni yonimas. He reads before he sleeps. Okay, so she eats and reads, I guess. Right. So he sleeps. He reads before he sleeps. He drinks coffee before work. So what do these guys do? So let's have a look. Karerawa Yugohan no ato ni kuhi o nomimasu. Oh, and then it doesn't work unless you put in Japanese. That is not what it means. So give me a personalization. And then I need to put meaning in there. There we go. I'm sure you'll be able to help me out. No, that's not it. And why has that just decided to stop giving me any overview for what I have got typed here. God's sake. There we go. Nope. Because I've misspelt something. Come on, give me this meaning. I need to know what this means. I'm sure you'll be happy. No, it doesn't. I eat dinner after work. No. They eat dinner. They eat dinner and drink coffee. They eat dinner before coffee. Eh? Oh, this is annoying to figure out. This is what I mean. It should give you the translation as well in English as to what it actually means. No, this isn't what I wanted to know. But I do like this blog. This is great. Okay, so who drinks coffee before work? She eats lunch whilst reading. He reads before he sleeps, and they eat before coffee, before drinking coffee. I'm gonna assume, or they're drinking coffee after they've eaten dinner. There you go. They eat dinner and then drink coffee. Okay, let's go to slide 2. Spent plenty of
い
time on
つ
that.
朝ごはんを食べますか？
Are you eating your breakfast?
私は仕事の前に朝ごはんを食
God,
べ
that's
ま
so
す。
fast. What? 私は仕事の前に朝ごはんを食べます。
私は仕事の前に朝ごはんを食べます。
Yeah, I'm not going to get that pronunciation as good as they've got in this program. Damn. いつ
いつ夕ご
飯
はんを食べますか？
Are you eating your dinner?
私は仕事の後に夕ご飯を食べます。
私は仕事の後に夕ご飯を食べます。Okay. So yeah, is that your, so that's going to be, is that your breakfast? And yes, this is my breakfast, basically. Yes, this is my breakfast. Is that your dinner? Are you eating your dinner? And yes, I am eating my dinner. It's as close as I can potentially get with understanding what's being said here. Because, again, any reference or any resource that you use to try and translate, it won't translate it 100% correct, if at all. And Google is no exception. And getting it to find the correct answers for any of those individualized words is also incredibly difficult. Let's go number 23.
16本のベルト。
There's 15 belts, is there? 16 belts, sorry.
13個の卵。
13 eggs. Oh,
15本のネクタイ。
15 neckties.
14個のカップ。
Yeah, 14 cups. There we go. Now I've got some numbers to add. We've got 13, 14, 15, and 16. Yeah. 13 is 13. And then 14, 15 and 16. 14, 15, 16. We've got another update here. Yeah. USB. Cool. So let's got them down. So at least now we've got. Oh my God, no! It better not be ink. Oh no! Oh, I'm an idiot. I've just inked a white T-shirt. Great, great, fucking brilliant. Slide 24. 7's Namai.
17枚
This
の
goes
お
from
皿。
Shichi to Nana. And then 18 is Hashi. So if it's Hashi, it should be Hako.
18個のボール。
Yeah. Number 9 is Q. So we're going to go with this one.
19本の花。
And then this one's the
20冊の本。
Cool. 17, 18 is 17 Juhako. 19 is Ju Q, and 20 is Nijusatsu. We love that. Love to see it. Slide 25. Let's go.
13、
Jusan.
13、14、
Juyon.
14、15、
Jugot. Jugot.
15、16、
Juroku.
16、17、
Junana.
17、18、
Juhachi.
18、19、
Jukyu.
19、20、
Niju.
20、
Oh, my apologies for the swift camera move and t-shirt change. I can't believe I'm ruining one of my best t-shirts with biro ink. It's not good. That does not make me happy at all. Yeah, so there you go. Just make sure. Jusan. Ju. Yon. Ju. Go. Ju. Roku. Ju. Nana. Juhachi. Jukyu. Niju. There we go. Just making sure that I have these, because I do want to learn the numbers. Obviously, I want to be able to count as well as talk and stuff, so I can actually count currency as well while I'm in Japan. It'd be nice to
19 は
count.
20の前に来ます。
GQ is 19, right? So it's 19 and 20.
14は 13の後に来ます。
14 and 13 and 14.
15は14の後に来ます。
Leave those two left behind. Okay. 27, so we're just getting numbers here.
15は16の前に来ます。14は13の後に来ます。14は13の後に来ます。17は18の前。
Yeah.
17は
They're the ones, there we go. So I ain't hanging around to count out the numbers once I've heard them and just figured it out. No, there, that's it done. 15は16の前に来ます。17は16の後に来ます。17は18の前に来ます。14は13の後に来ます。Oh, excuse my pronunciation today on a couple of these. They are terrible.
何歳
And
で
I'm
す
well
か
aware. 何歳ですか？何歳ですか？
何歳ですか
私は14歳です。
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 何歳ですか？
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 私は19歳です。
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 So again, how old are you? And then I am 14. And how old are you? And I'm GQ 19. Okay, there we go. Number 29.
おはようございます。
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 こんにちは。
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 こんばんは。
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 おやすみなさい。
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 So here, I'm running out of pages now. I'm running out of paper. Uh-oh, spaghettios. So here we have good morning, hello, good evening, and good night. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost very sure. Uh, oh yes, that's what I was gonna do. Let's just double check and make sure. Ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning. Yep. So yeah, that's good morning. We know konnichiwa is hello. The only other one Again, apologies for taking a little while on my phone whilst doing this video and this stream. Trying to get Google to play ball when you're typing in word meaning in Japanese, and then it translates incorrectly, and then you're trying to find the correct result. Yeah, konbanwa is good evening, so we can assume that I assume inasai is good night. I assume inasai is good night. Yep. So man got it spot on. Always worth checking if you're not sure. I did because I'm coming across new words in this particular core lesson, so we've got to keep on the ball.
おはようございます。
Good
お元
morning.
気です
How are
か
you? Ohayo gozaimasu. O genki desu ka?
おはようございます。お元気ですか
元気です。
Genki desu. Brilliant.
元気です。
こんにちは。お元気ですか
Konnichiwa. O genki desu ka?
こんにちは。お元気ですか
元気です。
Genki desu.
元気です。
Fantastic. Oh, it's all happening on stream today. Woohoo! Getting phone calls left, right, and centre as well. Okay, so we've managed to nail this. So, good morning. How are you? I'm fine. Hello, how are you? I'm fine. Let's go to slide 31.
こんばんは。
Konnichiwa? Oh, he's saying konbanwa as well.
こんばんは。
Let's do this one again. It's a rinse and repeat.
こんばんは。
Konbanwa.
こんばんは。
お元気ですか
元気です。お元気ですか
Mhm.
寒いです。
Oyasuminasai.
おやすみなさい。
I was
お
thinking
や
about
す
that
み
for a
な
second.
さい。
The pictures didn't match where the story was going, and then I realized that it's a new slide for learning this particular context. So, yeah, good evening. Good evening. How are you? I'm good, thanks. How are you? Cold. I'm cold. Music's playing. And then good evening. Good evening. Or good night. Good night. Let's go to slide 32.
おはようございます。
Ohayo gozaimasu.
おはようございます。ダン・パーカーです。
Dan Parker desu.
ダン・パーカーです。こちらは ジェーン・テイラーさんです。
こちらはジーン・タイラーさんです。
こちらはジェーン・テイラーさんです。これはテイラーさんの本です。
これはテイラーさんの本です。
これはテイラーさんの本です。テイラーさん、こんにちは。お元気ですか？
テイラーさん、こんにちは。お元気ですか？
テイラーさん、こんにちは。お元気ですか？
元気です。
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 Cool. So we've got good evening, or good morning even. I'm Dan Packer. Kochira wa. Can't say I've come across that yet. And this is Jean Tierra. This is Jean. Either way, her name is Jean. And they're on about her new book. Hello, so Tierra-san. Konnichiwa. So hello, Tierra-san. How are you? I'm fine. So another, just a simple conversation, but we've got a new form of delivery with these, where we have, as you can see, the name of a new person. We have a new introduction here, and we're getting a greeting and then the person's name, English person's name in Japanese as well. Which is why I'm not going to try and figure out Jean Taylor's name too hard and difficult here, because that will be slightly converted for Japanese speakers. But yeah, this is her new book. This is Tara's new book. Tara's new book. This is Jean Tara, maybe. This is Jean Tara's new book, and this is Tara's new book. Tara-san, hello, how are you? I'm fine. Yeah, okay. So I'm pretty confident that's the conversation there.
書きますか？
いつ書
い
きますか？
つ書きますか？
朝と夕方書きます。
は何をしますか？
Ah, of course,
昼
of course, of course. Damn. The second mistake
書き
today.
い
Done
つ
well to
書
get
き
this
ます
far.
か？
朝と夕方書きます。
は何昼は何をしますか？
息子と遊びます。
Okay, so let's see what we've got here. So that means to write. So do you write, or when do you write? I write from the morning to the evening. Hiru wa nani o oshimasu ka? So do you write at lunchtime, or do you write in the afternoon? And I play with my son. I assume that's what that is. At least that's how that appears to feel. So hiru, if my phone deletes it, hiru wa nani o shimasu ka? So what are you doing at noon? And that, yeah, so what are you doing at noon? Playing with my son. Musko to asobimasu. Playing with my son. Cool. Let's go to the last
ど
slide.
こで書きますか？
And she's writing in the morning
朝
in
は
the
公
park.
園で書きます。
And then she writes in the evening at
夕
home.
方は居間で書きます。
In the living room. Fantastic. And there we have it. The introduction to Unit 3 complete. 129 correct. Two mistakes. two or three repeats, I think, in that session. That's not too bad. An hour and 15, that's quite the introduction. My apologies for holding up a couple of moments there, for having to respond to messages for my actual job in life, um, uh, as well as needing to answer the phone during this video. My apologies. But there we have it. That is core lesson for Unit 3, for lesson 1 of the module, for work and schools. This is a work and school module, or unit, sorry, and the material will reflect that. I've learned some new pieces today, not just new words, but also some new phrases. I've noted down some extra extractions or extrapolations for my notes and reference sheet, which I suggest those who watch or listen to this video and are using it to learn Japanese at the same kind of pace, if you're using this material that I'm putting out, to get down as many new things as possible. Do what I do. Get on the old on Google search, type in the whole phrase, and then after that, meaning in Japanese. You'll usually get a kickback, a search back that will give you the hiragana kanji of the phrase, and the closest AI overview is now the first response, as to what the phrase is as close to referencing as it can be. Occasionally you'll end up with someone who's done or got Rosetta Stone and has some of these answers and the actual translations, but they're usually hidden in forums or blog posts. It's worth sometimes looking to see if you can find the exact translation. Don't be surprised if you don't always get it, because again, this is elementary and primary school level N5 Japanese, and it's a full year's curriculum. This is only the third unit of the first disc, out of the 4 it's showing me. And here we are after 5-6 months, 3 of solid learning. The rest, the gaps in between with the technical issues and the court issues and stuff earlier in the year, and all the rest of it, where I had to take a break. It's casual progress over here, learning the Japanese, but I think I'm doing really well. I think I can show that. I hope anyone who's watching and listening is utilizing this to do so as well, and you're learning something. Like I say, I've managed to expand on some of my notes here along the top of my numbers, which is good. I've also got some additions down in this bottom corner along with the tenses that I'm now going to have to write up in a neater format. And that's the core lesson for today over. I'm going to cut this video here because it's nearly an hour and 20 long. So thank you very much for watching or listening and sticking around for the long form content that I produce. I very much appreciate it. I hope you are getting something out of this content with understanding and learning Japanese with me. If not, I hope you're getting some entertainment out of watching it, if it's just a little bit of casual informants, or if not, it's entertainment watching me get flustered and frustrated myself, and occasionally the bugs and issues with this program, but more primarily at myself, and my own arrogance and ignorance in trying to learn this language as efficiently and as casually as I possibly can. But still putting in the work and the grind to be able to be as accurate and as effective as possible, with what works for me. I'm hoping I'm highlighting some of the issues and pitfalls that come along with learning a language by yourself, whether you're using a program or not. And then also, likewise, issues within the program and the material that you could end up being presented with when trying to teach yourself a language and you haven't got a teacher present and you're just relying on the resource, as well as some of the tips and tricks from my commentary about learning a language like this, particularly in this case Japanese, with what I've learned along the way, the patterns that I'm seeing, and the references back to older material, so that it gives you a little bit of a refresher as to what we already know, what I already know, what you may already know, or have learned from this series of videos. So that's going to be all from me. As always, like, follow, share, and subscribe. You can find me at twitch.tv/crunk7up and youtube.com/xofficina. Like, follow, share, and subscribe on either or both platforms. Either way would be a great help to me building an audience and a community. And for hitting those subscribers. I'm trying to get to affiliate status on Twitch, and the same for YouTube. At 25 of 50 on Twitch and around 13 or 14 on YouTube, to however many it is. But I'd very much like to coalesce and combine both audiences. So if you're on one, please join the other, and vice versa. If you want to message me, by all means, get in the comments below of any or all of the videos, not just the ones that you might have questions on. And failing that, join my Discord. The links are on both of the platform pages. You can get onto my Discord server and DM me there directly. Any tips, tricks, advice, if you want to partake, if you want to just make a friend, if you want to chat, talk games, play games, stream with me, join me on stream, etc., etc. You can do it all through the Discord. Just send a message my way. Go click the free acceptable invite link, etc., and you'll find me there. That's all from me. I'm going to try and continue this good run of form with not having technical difficulties when it comes to this program. So hopefully tomorrow will be the pronunciation module, and we'll crack on with that. Should I just... I'll do these in individuals, and then the doubles when we get into here will be an individual video. These will start getting named in the video title, just so that you know, so it's easier to follow in the playlist. But again, tomorrow, if all goes well, pronunciation will be the next one. And if it isn't, it'll be a technical difficulty and waiting until I can fix it to then do pronunciation of Unit 3, Level 1. That's all from me. As always, take care, stay safe, keep sane, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!